We are in our first year of a straight A grant through the state of Ohio, an Innovative grant. And we were awarded the grant because our vision is to roll out the new tech model pre-K through 12.
I'm happy that they didn't make this a full district initiative from the beginning because the system wasn't ready for it. Having a small increment of success with it, now when people say, why are you doing this? This is the evidence.
Initially, we started with the school within the school. So there was a small group of students and a small number of teachers having that experience.
You see the model pretty cemented in practice in the Academy of Global Studies for quite a while now.
So the majority of our population was looking at this experience from the outside.
You could walk past the classes and see that it was different, and students saw that. And so I had a senior that I respected, Shannon, this young black woman. She reminded me a lot of, Angela Davis. She's like, Dr. Holden, you keep telling us all this bull about this is good for Winton Woods, New Tech is good for Winton Woods, it's good for these kids, it's good for the freshmen. She said, if it's good for them, if it's so good for everybody, why isn't it good for me? Why don't I have this right now? And so I gave the response, well, you're a senior, and we're rolling this in 1 year at a time. And kids, they don't care about that. And so when we had the opportunity to pursue this grant, to open this model up to everyone, this is why, And the superintendent and I both feel the same way. We've seen the outcomes, we've seen the data, and if it's good for those kids, it's good for all kids, right?
Most of the kids were not even prepared for that ninth grade experience because 7th and 8th grade didn't have it. So we felt like if the 7th and 8th grade kids get the first intro, they'll be stronger ninth graders. Well, guess what? If you try to launch it and you bring the 7th and 8th graders in, they won't be ready because they didn't have it in 5th and 6th. So then we said, all right, if the 5th and 6th graders get it, they'll be ready for 7th and 8th. 3rd and 4th graders won't be ready. So we knew that it was responsible on our part to make sure that the entire community was ready.
So I'm going to calculate how long it takes to reach this meter of distance, how long it takes to reach that meter.
So we started PBL, 5 years ago in this school, and it's getting better and better and better. So my students this year are 10 times better than my students last year on how to start a project, how to collaborate more efficiently, how to be self-servers, how to make sure that they have agency to go out and seek out those answers instead of just wait for somebody to give it to them. So I can only imagine if we have 12 years of that, how much that's going to change how great these products are going to be and how efficiently and quickly we can move through the content while still getting that deep understanding and that deep learning that PBL lends itself to.
When you truly embrace project-based learning and the new tech process, you are going to probably have for the first time an opportunity to really see kids learn. Really see kids, the light go on. You actually see it.
In 2003, the poverty index in this community was about 20%. Well, 2016, it's close to 80%.
If you were to ask anybody in Cincinnati, they would say, oh, Winton Woods is that urban school. If by urban they mean poor, that's us. That's us, because we are about 80%, low 80% low SES as a district. Every building qualifies as a Title I building. The two most widely spoken languages in the district, aside from English, are Spanish and Nepali. People would not realize that. So we have about 26 languages spoken in the district. And so I think it's our charge as educators to really change the system so that we can support equity and access and opportunity for all students. I think deeper learning and project-based learning is good for all students. But for students in poverty, students who don't have opportunity, I think it's the only way.
Imagine if we're growing those kids with the fidelity that we're talking about. They can come from anywhere. We will never have an enrollment issue, ever. ever. Imagine that entire class of preschoolers are now 7th graders. They all want to present. They all have their hands up. They know how to launch a project. They know about agency. They know about trust, respect, and responsibility. I think this kid is going to be articulate. He's going to be courageous. He's going to be bold. He's going to be confident. And he will tell you, I know where I'm going, and I know how I'm going to get there. There'll be thousands of kids like that.